That Saturday night, April 25, will be the likes of Rex and King, better known perhaps as the Moondogs. And the Moondogs, the new tag team champions of the World Wrestling Federation, squaring off against S.D. Jones and Dominic DeNucci. We'll see as well, just 1 week from tonight in Baltimore, the presence on the card of Tony Garea. Tony Garea squares off, heads up one-on-one against Sergeant Slaughter. Rick Martel likewise meeting individual competition against the Hangman, Killer Khan. Facing Pedro Morales, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, and of course in the main event, Gorilla Monsoon on hand to be the guest referee to ensure that we have a decisive victor. And we'll either have a new champion in Stan Hansen or Bob Backlund once again will show his wrestling credentials as the World Wrestling Federation champion as they clash in the main event. Right now our guest, the newly crowned tag team champions, the Moondogs, along with, I guess, a very happy Lou Albano.
It's a very happy Lou Albano. If you remember some time ago, McMahon, I did predict that it would be for the 11th time, and here it is again. My prediction came true. The 11th time, Captain Lou Albano was a proud manager of the tag team champions of the world. Now I vowed that I would take on all comers. I said I would do this. You heard me make that statement. Here it comes. Dominic DeNucci, and who is his partner? I signed a contract and I don't even recall. I mean, I've been so flooded with offers to take on the Moondogs, want to get in there, want that big money, that very lucrative to be a tag team champion. They want the match, and I'll sign with anyone. S.D. Jones, yes, the Mud Turtle. Anyone in the world today, we will accept. Right now, we'll issue a challenge to any team in the world today. The Moondogs will defend successfully their belts, and I can stake my reputation on it.
All right, we thank you very much for your time, Mr.
King. You notice? King, very pleased. Look at his face. Look at his smile.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Rex and King, the Moondogs, the newly crowned tag team champions of the World Wrestling Federation, meeting S.D. Jones and Dominic DeNucci. Speaking of champions, however, our very special guest this week, the World Wrestling Federation title holder, Bob Backlund. There are those, Bob, who feel that you will be champion only about another week longer until you step into the ring against Stan Hansen in the return match.
Well, some people maybe think that way. Some people maybe give him the upper hand, but I'm going in there and give it all I can do. I surely don't want to give up this belt to a guy like Stan Hansen. He thinks he's so bad and thinks he's so tough and thinks he's so mean. We'll just find out in the middle of that ring just who the better man is. And I want to reassure to all the fans that I didn't go out and beg Gorilla Monsoon to be a guest referee. The Wrestling Commission Committee, they appointed Gorilla Monsoon to referee this match, and I'm happy to have him in there refereeing. But I want him to call it right down the middle. I don't want him to be biased towards me or biased for Mr. Hansen. Call it right down the middle and just be there to count 1, 2, 3, or ask somebody if they want to give up. That's all I want. If Hansen can prove that he's a better man than I am, that's fine. Then I can admit to that, Vince. I don't want to be the champion if somebody's better than me. But by golly, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do all I can do to keep this belt. I know what I got to do. I know how it happened last time. I know how he tried to jump on me right at the start of even a little bit before the bell to try to get all the advantage he could. Well, we'll see this time, Hansen.
Bob Backlund, the World Wrestling Federation champion, and apparently Mr. Backlund not wanting any favoritism at all. Wanting Mr. Gorilla Monsoon to call it right down the line, and I suspect that's exactly what we will see in Baltimore 1 week from tonight. Now our guest, still the #1 contender.
Liar! Pants on fire, Bob Backlund. Let me tell you something, boy. You want some help. You're lying to me. You want favoritism. I can't even say the damn word. You want help from Gorilla Monsoon. That's why you went back there crying to get him in the ring with you. I'm no fool. Boy, let me tell you something. 1 week I'm coming into town, and I'm going to be riding roughshod over you, Monsoon. Anybody that gets in my way, bring him on out. For one time in your life, Bob Backlund, somebody's going to corner you somewhere where you got to stand up for yourself. Just toe-to-toe without the help of the promotion, not without the help of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, without the help of the big fat Gorilla Monsoon. Well, in Baltimore, brother, I don't care if Monsoon, I want him to call it down the middle, too. But I just want him to call 1, 2, 3 when I count your shoulders down in 1 week right here in Baltimore, brother.
Stan Hansen, the #1 contender, meeting Bob Backlund for the title in Baltimore.